Hey everyone, it's Matt. Democrats are moving forward with the $1.9 trillion Biden stimulus proposal. At the same time, Joe Biden met with Republican senators to discuss their $618 billion stimulus proposal. With that being said, I have all the details, so let's get right into it. But hey, if you're new here, welcome. My name is Matt. I'm back every single day as your daily advocate to keep you posted with everything going on. If you haven't done so already, make sure to hit that subscribe button right down below the video. Thank you. I truly do appreciate it. And if you're returning, welcome back. It's nice to see you as always. Thank you so much for being part of the team and for your continued support here on the channel. Again, I really do appreciate you. Make sure to share this video or any others of the 800 plus videos here on the channel with any of your friends, family, and social media so we can help out as many people as we possibly can during this very confusing time. All right, so let's get into this and talk about everything that we have cooking regarding stimulus. So, last night, Joe Biden hosted those 10 Republican senators at the White House for a 2-hour meeting to discuss their $618 billion stimulus proposal that we talked about here on the channel in yesterday's videos. So, after the meeting, they came out of that saying, yep, it was definitely a productive meeting. However, we do not have a deal, but yet we have agreed that we will be meeting to discuss things once again. Now, I know it's maybe a little bit discouraging thinking, oh man, they didn't have a deal. But don't worry, they weren't expecting to come out of that with a deal, but rather they went into the meeting with just the expectation like, hey, let's meet, let's talk about it, let's see where our differences are, let's see where we stand, and let's move forward from there. So they had 2 hours worth of meetings here talking about this. That's actually a pretty long time, 2 hours to discuss this. So it's nice that they came out of the meeting saying, yep, it was certainly productive, and we will be meeting once again. So maybe this is the first step in which they can start working together on a bipartisan basis to come together on the next stimulus package. At the same time, we have Democrats in Congress moving forward with the budget resolution, which is the first step in the budget reconciliation process. I've talked about that in other videos. It's basically just the way that they can fast track the bill and get it through Congress as quickly as possible and onto the Senate with partisan support. At the same time, the House is expected to pass the budget resolution tomorrow. For then, it would be going on to the Senate, where it's expected to also pass there. So they are laying the groundwork to get everything in place for the budget reconciliation process. So we'll have to see what happens. And again, they are keeping their eye on the calendar because remember, those unemployment benefits end March 14th. And all of these people know that they are incredibly slow and they don't necessarily move very fast with everything. So they're keeping their eye on the calendar thinking March 14th, we need to have something done before then. So that is kind of the deadline that they've put in place that they must have something done. Now, hopefully we will have something far before March 14th. However, it's just it's a date that they're continuing to watch thinking, hey, we got to have this thing done far before then so that people can have relief before March 14th. Now, again, we're expecting it to be done before that, but it's just something to keep in mind. At the same time, after the meeting yesterday with those Republicans, Biden came out of the meeting saying, yep, it was a great meeting. However, their proposal of $618 billion falls short for what they are expecting. Remember, this $618 billion is about 1/3, it's actually less than 1/3 of the $1.9 trillion that Joe Biden is proposing in his package. So it's significantly less. At the same time, we have other Democrats like Ron Wyden who is coming out saying, yeah, thanks, but no thanks. This is falling significantly short from what we're thinking with the $1.9 trillion package. So we'll have to see if, remember, this is just a starting point though too. Remember, a starting point. Think of 2020. Back last year, we had all these different proposals and they were all basically starting points to start the negotiations. So maybe the $618 billion package that the House or the Republican senators, that the Republican senators are proposing is just a starting point. Remember, and Joe Biden's at 1.9. Maybe they come together and meet somewhere around the 1.2 to 1.5 range. We don't know, but either way, they have to start. Typically, they start high on one end and start low on the other and meet somewhere, relatively close to the middle, you would think. So I'll have to continue watching that and see what happens, what comes out of that. At the same time, I have a couple notes here that I want to talk about the $600 stimulus check if you have not received it quite yet. I've been seeing down in the comments section quite a bit lately, many of you saying, hey, I've been checking the Get My Payment tool. Previously, they said they sent it to the wrong bank account, and now I just checked it again, and they're sending me a paper check issued to be sent out on February 4th. So, if you haven't received your $600 yet, I would highly recommend check the Get My Payment tool. It sounds like things are changing once again. What's actually really interesting about that is within that $900 billion package that was passed at the end of 2020 that contains the $600 stimulus check, there was actually language in there saying, hey, the IRS can only send out these payments through January 15th. After that, you need to file a tax return. Well, what's this whole sending it out on February 4th business? I'm not saying it's a bad thing. It's definitely a good thing, right? You'll get your money a little bit more quickly. But I guess I'm a little bit confused when the language said they couldn't send it out after January 15th, and now we're getting these messages. Again, this is a good thing because if you do need to file a tax return in order to claim your $600, realistically, you're probably going to be waiting until like late February, maybe even, probably around like mid to late-ish February before you could even see that money. So, this is a little bit better. So if you haven't received your $600, I would highly recommend check the Get My Payment tool one more time. Maybe your status has updated. Maybe they're going to send out a paper check or a prepaid debit card to you, and it has a mail date of sometime maybe like February 4th or something. So that's actually pretty good news. I've been happy to see those comments down below saying, hey, I have a mail date, after I've had nothing in there in the Get My Payment tool for quite a while now. So that's pretty good stuff. So this is what we have regarding Democrats moving forward with the budget resolution on the $1.9 trillion package and the meeting that came out of the White House last night with those 10 Republican senators and Joe Biden. Again, we'll have to see what happens. I'll be back later today with another update and more information. I know it's going to be another very busy day. As we anticipated, this week would be busy with stimulus. So enjoy your day. I'll catch you again in a few hours. I'm always here for you. Remember that. Please just remember, I'm always on your team. Whether you like what I have to say or you don't like what I have to say, regardless, no matter what, I'm always here for you, and I want to continue to bringing you information to help you through this time. That's my commitment. So, thanks again, everybody. I really do appreciate it. Make sure to hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so, and share the videos with your friends, family, and social media. I'll catch you again in a little while. Thanks, everybody. I'll see you later.
You can't wait to see me now, 'cause lately you've been feeling down.